What's good, YouTube? Is your boy T Chase. I'm here with my girlfriend.
It's Fiona.
We'll be back with a part two to her C-section at Woodhull Hospital.
My experience of having a C-section at Woodhull Hospital was very traumatic to me, just due to the fact that this was my first C-section, and I was so used to having natural births, and I literally wanted to give natural birth to this baby, but just due to the fact that, like, from coming from Brooklyn Hospital, because that's the hospital I really wanted to give birth at first, they kept sending me home, and I was like really in pain, like literally having contractions back to back from 6 months on. Like even with my last pregnancy with my baby girl, which is about to be 2, I was having contractions with her a lot, and I gave birth to her early as well. And like literally with this pregnancy, it was the same thing. And like one day I was having contractions like literally back to back, back to back, back to back. And I'm like, something don't feel right. So I went to Brooklyn Hospital, and they had me walk literally for like an hour or two. And I was 2 centimeters dilated. And they were like, you know what, you're not dilating anymore. We feel like you're not in active labor, and we feel like we should just send you home. And I'm like, why would y'all want to send me home? I'm in pain. Like excruciating pain. I'm crying and everything. And I'm like this, I feel like this is it for me. Like, how do y'all want me to be in so much pain, and I'm crying out to you guys? Y'all see that I'm having contractions on the monitor, and y'all don't want to like pursue anything. I guess due to the fact that I was like 36 weeks, and due to that they don't want to induce me, just the fact that it could be premature, like the baby could be premature, the lungs is not fully developed, but they did give me steroids just due to the fact that I had premature babies. So they sent me home, and I was really like devastated about that, because I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm in so much pain. So that was on a Friday. And then Sunday came, and I'm still like literally in pain. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the closest hospital, which was Woodhull. And I'm gonna go there, and I'm just gonna see like what's really going on with me. So when I went to Woodhull Hospital, they monitored me. They did the regular routine. They, checked the baby heart. They was like, like literally monitoring my contractions, and they see that I was having contractions, and they was gonna send me home. Just due to the fact that I was not dilating. I was not dilating at all. I was still 2 centimeters from the last time they checked me, and I wasn't in active labor. So they kept me on the monitor for just a little bit, just to see if I was gonna dilate more. And when they checked the monitor, they was like, "Listen, baby heart is dropping. We're gonna induce you. We're gonna literally put you into labor." So I'm like, okay, yay! Like I'm just so excited, because I'm like, okay, I'm in so much pain. Like I literally been crying to them. I've been going to the hospital back to back, literally each month. Like when I tell you, the hospital, the doctors, the nurses, they knew me because I was in there a lot. So like as they're checking me, they're like, you know what, we're gonna literally put you into labor, and then we're gonna induce you. We're gonna try to like give you these type of medications to start your labor, to dilate you more. So they did that, and they waited until 12 a.m. to induce me when I made 37 weeks, literally like
Oh my
on at
God.
12, yeah, at 12 a.m. So they induced me at 12 a.m. They gave me something to put inside of me to like make me dilate. So I always go by, and I did not make any changes at all. They started seeing that baby heart was dropping due to the fact that like I fell asleep on my right side, and they came in like, okay, mom, baby heart is dropping. We need you to move on the left side. So they moved me on the left side, and baby heart was still dropping. Baby was not like cooperating with me on the way that I was positioned. So like, okay, we're gonna try these different positions, and we're gonna see if baby do better. So baby was not doing okay. So I'm gonna say about like maybe like what, 10 o'clock? I want to say 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
They came in, and they were like, "Okay, mom, baby's not doing well. We need you to move to a different position." So I moved to a different position, and baby was still not doing well. So it was like a whole bunch of nurses coming in. They were like, okay, like, and even the doctors, they came in and it's like, okay, well, mom, we might have to do an emergency C-section. And I'm just like, what? And mind you, I'm at Woodhull Hospital. This hospital is known for like literally killing black women. And I was so afraid. I was crying. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do a C-section. I don't. Like, if there's any way that we can try to make me do a natural birth as much as possible, like, please. They was like, okay, well, mom, it's a 90% chance that baby cannot, like, he's not gonna make it. And I'm just like, what do you mean? It's like, it's a 90% chance that we have to do this emergency C-section. Like, we have to. So I'm like, so out of it. They was like, what are you afraid of? I'm like, I'm afraid of dying. Like, I wasn't trying to put that negative energy out there just to the fact that, like, I didn't want nothing to happen to me. But, like, the anesthesiast came in. He was, like, comforting me. He's like, okay, mom, I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to, like, think anything negative. I don't want you to think that way. Don't think that way because I understand that you're afraid of whatever might happen to you. But I'm here. So I'm like, okay, that made me feel like a little bit comfortable, but not too comfortable. But I was just like, okay, well, like I'm still kind of like indecisive because I don't want this to happen to me. Like this is the first time I ever had to do a C-section. Like the first time my baby heart dropped. Like literally, okay. Before that, I did have an experience of my first baby. I did have experience of her heart dropping, but her heart, started to come back up. They was gonna do an emergency section C-section then, but I'm like, I wasn't too comfortable with that either. But she started doing better, and I did a natural birth. But this time, it was like really serious because they were really like it was so much doctors and nurses in that room to the point where like, oh my god, like this is something like they need to do. So I was like, you know what, just do it. I'm gonna put my trust in you guys. I'm gonna have my faith in God. I pray. I stay positive because my man also was on FaceTime with me. I called him. I was like literally like in shock. I was scared. And he told me to, let the doctors do what's best. And I literally was like, okay, I have my sister, I have my friend with me, and I'm like, you know what? They're saying this was best for baby, and I'm gonna put my faith in God, literally, to just like not be so scared, but just literally like not think negative and just have my faith in everything. So as that was going on, I called him. Like I was on the phone with him, and I'm like, you know what, babe, you have to come right now. Like, come right now. I need you. I need you in this time to be next to me. Like my mind wasn't like put on my sister or anybody else. It was just like so like my man. Like I need him here. Like he is my protector. He is like the guidance for me to feel free. And I was just like, no, I need my man to be here first. Like they was like, no, we need to do this now. Like, okay, well, I want him to be here. I need him to be here. Like, okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait 5 minutes, and then we're gonna put you in the OR. We're gonna get you ready. We're gonna get the anesthesia to set up everything, put you in the epidural, get you prepared, and by the time you're done with all that, he should be here. I'm like, okay, cool. So they rushed me to the ER. They got me prepared. They got me ready, whatever. In that moment, I was just like, wow, I'm really in the operating room. Like, I'm really here. Like, it was just so traumatic to me. This experience was just like a shock. So, as I'm in the OR, I'm laying on the table and I'm just laying there. They have me on so much medications. I'm like just dozed off. And they cut me open. Baby came out. He was perfectly healthy. And as they did that, the moment it was like I was out of it. So my question to you is, how did you feel when you came into the OR room? Like, this was your first time seeing me on a table, them opening me and having a C-section. Prior to other births, you've been there, me pushing out naturally. How was it for you?
A few things. First thing first, they rushed me into the OR. They made me put on this whole blue suit. They rushed me in there, and the whole time that I was in there, I felt like, you know, I was trying to be there for you, but I feel like I couldn't at the same time because we know the reputation that this hospital has. So I was trying to be there for her, like holding her hand, but at the same time, I was trying to be aware of my surroundings and the doctors, the faces, the names. Me personally, I was just very aware about that because I seen that multiple doctors in there, they wasn't kind of like, they wasn't gelling with each other. I had one guy wanted to stop the operation because at one point in time you was telling him that you was feeling burning in your chest, and the other lady wanted to keep on with the operation. And he's like, "No, stop everything. We need to figure out what's the burning sensation that she has in her chest." And they was going back and forth a little bit, and you know who I'm talking about, the male doctor.
Yeah.
And I feel like because I was there, he wasn't saying too much, but he was putting his hand on my shoulder, like he was giving me like that vibe or that aura, like you asking the right questions that you need to be asking.
Mm-hmm.
And even when they was trying to tell me to sit down at certain parts of her operation, I didn't want to sit down because I was tall enough to stand over the, I don't know what you would call it, but they had like something
To cover me.
yeah, so I can't see over while they was doing the C-section. But because I was tall enough to stand over and see over it, they wanted me to sit down, and I was not willing to sit down. I wanted to see exactly what they was doing, how they was operating, how they was moving, what organs they was moving. Like I literally, this is my first C-section, and I got to see everything full on, for the full experience.
And at that moment, like while I'm just laying there, I wanted to just hold his hand, and I was just like literally looking over my shoulder, like, well, "Where are you? Like, please, like, stay next to me. Like, grab my hand, hold me, please," because it was really a scary moment for me. Like, I don't know what would happen at that moment. So I'm happy that he was really there to comfort me, to stand next to me, and just like, be by my side. Because at that moment, I was feeling so much weirdness in my body. My body felt weak. I felt like, it was sharp pains in my hand. I'm like, am I supposed to feel this type of pains in my hand? Am I supposed to feel any type of, like, I feel like I still felt pressure. Like, I know we're supposed to feel pressure, but it was my first experience. Like, I didn't know what to feel. So, and then I was literally communicating with the anesthesiologist, like, I feel this way. I feel burning in my heart. I feel like my chest, like I feel like I can't breathe. Like he was really on it. Like he was like, stop this, stop that, and he was not playing at all.
This is all our other kids was natural birth, so it was through the vaginal area. This was our first C-section. So I literally got to see them cut her open, and like inside of her stomach and doing everything that they need to do. But like I said, people that's not familiar with Brooklyn and Woodhull Hospital, we had a lot of deaths in the last couple of years when it comes to melanin or black females with C-section. So when it came to her, but I feel like me at the time, I feel like you need a male figure to that show that they don't play about you, because if they see that you don't have no family, they see that you don't have nobody coming and looking up for you, that's when they do what they want to do. And me, I wasn't playing those games. I was holding her hand, I was there for her, but at the same time, I feel like I wasn't really there for her the way I could have been because I was more concerned about what the doctors was doing to her body as they was, cutting her open,
Right.
cut opening the layers,
Mhm.
those type of things.
And I know some people might say, "Oh, why give birth at the hospital if there's so much like
It's an emergency
negative?"
C-section.
But it's not even that. I feel like because it's close to home, and the only reason why I went there is just due to the fact that I am close to that hospital, and I did go to Brooklyn Hospital multiple times for like my complaints and the way I've been feeling with this pregnancy. And I'm like, you know what? Let me go to this hospital because at the end of the day, if they send me home, I'm close to home. I don't have to travel so far. So when I went, the doctors were actually on it. They were like, we have to get this baby out right now.
Not only that, when you went to Brooklyn Hospital, the doctor that was at her Brooklyn Hospital was the doctor that ended up giving birth.
That did my surgery.
Did her surgery.
And I was in that moment, I was in a bed and I'm like, you look familiar. Like, are you a twin? And he was like, no. I'm like, he's like, her. I'm from Brooklyn Hospital. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, I feel like I was in deja vu moment. Like, I feel like it was like, I've seen you before, but I don't remember where you seen me before. I remember you was the doctor that sent me home from Brooklyn Hospital. Like, in that moment where I was just like they was telling me about C-section, and then he came in. It was just like so much going on at that moment, and I was just in shock. And it felt a little bit weird to me because it's like, why are you here?
But he said Brooklyn Hospital told him one thing, and then when he got to Woodhull Hospital, they told him we got to give birth today.
He's affiliated, and they literally don't have that much doctors there, I guess.
He called a floater. To do, that's what it's called.
Yeah,
a floater.
So he
goes from hospital to hospital. He's a floater.
That day, and don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful for him that he was the one who did my surgery because he did a good job. And I'm happy that doctor was familiar with my situation
from Brooklyn
Hospital when I visited him and the complications that I had and my history of premature babies and stuff like that. He knew already what it was, and he was the one who told me, like, listen, we got to get this baby out.
But the thing was, to me, the fact that he didn't tell you that at Brooklyn Hospital, we talked to, and she said we was on FaceTime. She wasn't supposed to give birth at the time. So she had a few of her friends there with her at the time, and then I was on FaceTime with her, and then the doctor was coming like, your baby heart is dropping like dramatically, and then she called me or whatever, and I got in the Uber and we got there instantly, and I made sure I was in that room with her. So, because I know there's gonna be some people in the comments. If you was on FaceTime with your man, your friends was there, he wasn't there. You know how that goes.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case because the emergency C-section
we wasn't
was
expecting
not the plan. We wasn't expecting
to give birth at that time. That wasn't the plan.
And then we have other kids, so you gotta understand that he was with the kids, and I'm in labor, and I'm keeping him up to date with everything. Yeah. And when it was time, he was gonna be there. He knew to come. We live literally distance away from the hospital, so I didn't really, honestly speaking, like need him there at the moment because I already know we have other kids. So it's like we don't really have nobody to like just grab the kids or whatever the case may be at that moment. It's like, you know what, go ahead. I understand.
But at the time, shout out to Thea.
Yes, my best friend.
Shout out to Thea, which is her friend, who was there with her at the time because she went there just to check up on her in the morning. And then when they told her that she was going to have an emergency C-section, she came, watch our kids, and basically we swapped positions. I went to go, and as soon as I got there, I didn't have no time to do anything. As soon as I got in the room, they was throwing like these blue suits, scrubs at me, put a bear scrub on, head scrub, everything. Like, so it is like, and then once I got it there, she was already on the table, and they was ready to go.
And I love my friend. Like, literally, I was literally rushing her. I'm like, go right now. She's panicking. She's like, okay, I don't know.
Let me speak, because I think I spoke to you about it.
But
the day that I got in the Uber, I got an old man who was the slowest driver ever. I literally got out 2 to 3 blocks away from the hospital and ran the rest of the way. because he was waiting. He was stopping at red lights, and
that's how quick the C-section was going. Like,
yeah, they was. As soon as I got there, they was ready to go. They was ready to go.
They had to get him out.
And I already felt the energy and the vibe, so like he was waiting at a red light. I'm like, I'll get up right here.
Yeah.
I run the 2-3 blocks, and I ran it. And by the time I got there, as soon as I got there, they was throwing the scrubs on me, and that was it.
When I was in the OR, I was not letting them start until he was there.
And
I was like, where's my man?
They was telling her if I don't get there by a certain time, they got to start.
I was like, no, he's coming. He's coming.
So
don't start. Like,
it was really
like, I was really.
If he saw that's what it was, he should have delivered that baby at Brooklyn Hospital.
Yeah.
But the fact that he had to go to a whole new hospital and then deliver your baby, let you know what it is. It let you know what it is.
Yeah, I feel that way.
That's how I feel. You're a doctor at Brooklyn Hospital. You went there on a Friday or Saturday, and you delivered that baby.
Not my main doctor. Like Brooklyn Hospital has different doctors.
No, but the doctor
different doctors. Doctors that sent me home that day when I was only dilated like a 1.5.
But you seen that doctor at Brooklyn Hospital.
I seen that doctor at Brooklyn Hospital on my appointment. On my appointment day, I seen him, and he was like, "Okay, well, due to whatever my history is, and the fact that I wasn't really dilating much." And I was having contractions, but I wasn't dilating. That's what they want. They want you to dilate. They want you to make changes. And that's when they're like, okay, well, we got to take you to the hospital. You're in labor. So they want you to be in active labor before that you actually give birth to the baby. And I wasn't in active labor. So they wanted to honestly speaking, like, keep the baby in as long as possible to make the baby more fully developed. So when the baby comes out, he doesn't have any type of complications or have to be in the NICU for an amount of days or whatever the case may be. And I feel like that's what they really wanted. But I complained to them multiple times that, listen, like, I know my body. Y'all can't tell me how I feel and what I feel and what I've been through with my past pregnancies and all these babies. Y'all know that my history of me having my babies early. So y'all can't tell me how I feel. Y'all kept sending me home. So the fact that I really had this intuition in me, like, listen, you need to go to the hospital now, because God forbid I did not go to the hospital, because the fact that I kept getting sent home, and it gets annoying at a point where you keep getting sent home for being in pain and you're not dilating to the point where you're in active labor. I at a point was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay home, I'm gonna contract, and I'm just gonna do whatever. Good thing I went, because if I didn't go, God forbid, anything could happen to my baby, and my baby wouldn't be here today.
So any questions?
Literally, like, I was like, you know what, I have to go in. And that day, I ended up the next day giving birth to my baby. So we did have a few questions that I'm going to answer. So we're gonna look at the question.
But it's on my phone, so I can't. You can't look at it. So you're gonna have to come up with it. She's gonna answer some questions that she has that people was asking her about. Certain things.
Okay, so one of the questions was, how is it different from the other deliveries?
So before we get into that, to break down, the 4 kids that she had was natural birth. This is her first. Our last child is her first C-section. So to break that down.
Okay, so this delivery was very much different. When I say this was like the worst delivery ever, like, the pain is nothing like natural birth. Like, the healing process is harder. It's harder. Like, it's really hard, because the fact that, like, they're cutting you open, they're cutting you 7 layers.
But even though you're like numb and you don't feel it
after the fact, like, after the epidural wears off, like, because during the epidural you're like, you don't feel it, and the wears off like an hour or two. So after, like, that pain, when I tell you, is unbearable. It's so unbearable. Like, literally, I had to learn how to walk again. When I tell you, I had to literally get off the bed, and the nurse told me, do not look down, because if I look down, I'm gonna get dizzy. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna fall out, because my legs were so used to being numb at the surgery, and after that, it's like you were cut open. So you have to learn that you have to take it slow. So That's my experience. I don't know how anybody else experienced their C-section was, but
Let
that
us
was
know
just like,
down in the comments below.
yeah, definitely. And that's just my experience. I had to learn, like literally to walk to the bathroom. She had to hold me while I'm walking to use the restroom. And we have to urinate after, like we have to, or like try to, because that's the only way we'll be able to leave the hospital if we, try to urinate. So that delivery was definitely so different because with the other like natural births, I was fine. Like after the baby, I'm walking, I'm doing whatever, like no pain at all, nothing, and it's really horrible. So the other question is, how's the recovery for each partners? My recovery when I came home, whew,
Mm.
was crazy. It was crazy. Like the pain I had to take like ibuprofen. That was the only pain medications that I could take, and I really took it. To be honest, I never took it because I'm like, you know what? It's nothing compared to the hospital medication that they were giving me. Because the hospital medication they were giving me, I felt more like I can be able to tolerate the pain. I didn't really feel the pain much, but with ibuprofen, they can't give you the medications they give you when you go home because it's the fact that they don't want you to be addicted to it. So I just literally like, you know what? I'm gonna thug this out. Like it was hard. Like it was hard. Thank God for my mom and thank God for my man. Like they was really helping me. They did a lot. We have 5 kids. It's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot, especially with a newborn. So that 4 plus the newborn, we still have babies, toddlers. It was a lot. So the recovery process for me, it was like I had to walk around a lot just to get my body used to doing that again, just due to the surgery and the pain with a newborn. Oh, it was a lot. But how was your experience and your recovery with me having a
The
C-section?
experience, I say first thing first. As a man, be willing to take on a lot if you got multiple kids. If this is your first merry-go-round, this is your first child, it might be a little bit easier. But like she said, we got 4 kids plus this newborn, so that's 5. So it was a lot. I had and on top of that, we live in a building, so we live on the last floor of our building.
So walking
No,
up them
no,
stairs,
no
yeah.
elevator, no elevator. So she was on bed rest. So during that time, I had to, take the kids to school, pick them up because she can't go up and down the stairs. She can't walk. So it was a lot of like, taking the kids to school, picking them up, bringing them home.
Yeah.
She needs something, I gotta go get it. She wants something to eat, you gotta go make that.
Yeah.
So just be aware of those things. And like she said, shout out to her mom because she was a big help.
She came
She
literally
came
the
from
first
Atlanta,
day when I
Georgia
called
to
her.
New York.
Yeah.
Came on a flight
Yep.
and helped us out.
Yep.
She helped me out. She stayed for like a week,
Yep.
and then everything else after that was
On
me.
us. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I would say is hey, this is what it comes with. As a father, this is this is what it is. When you have kids, you lay down, you do what you do in that bed. You made your bed, like I said. When you lay down in that bed, you made your bed. So that's what it comes with. You can't complain. You can't. You gotta take that on the chin and keep pushing. So I'll do it again.
Yeah. And I'll do it again too, but it's just not a C-section. Now I'm playing, but I will definitely do it again. I love my babies; they mean the world to me. This experience was very like traumatic, but I will do it all over again.
And it brought us closer because
Yeah,
this was our
it
first
did.
This is our first C-section. Everything was natural birth. So I feel like this brought us even more closer because I literally watched her get cut open and sew back up. Like for me, this was like it was a different experience for me.
And when I tell y'all the after effect of that C-section, I was itching like crazy. I don't know if
She
anybody
was.
else that had a C-section had that experience. If you did, comment below and literally tell me how y'all experience was having a C-section. Because when I tell you that after effect with the medicine and everything, I was itching. I was going crazy. I'm like, listen, I feel like I feel like I was on something. Like I know y'all gave me something, but I feel like that wasn't it. Like it was just crazy. And that effect I did not like. That's the only thing that I didn't like was the itchiness. They gave me witch hazel pads to like put on my skin just to like relieve the itchiness. But I'm like be on it with them. Like
And
I
it's crazy
didn't want to
part,
do it
we
alone.
wanted to vlog pregnancy.
Yeah.
So I do have some clips that which I will enter in
And
this
on my
video.
page as
And
well.
she got
I
some
have
too.
on my page.
I'll send mine to you, and you can send, and we can enter, put it in. But we didn't get to record like how we really wanted to record it
Yeah.
because it literally was like
So fast.
it was literally
It
last
happened
minute.
so
It was last
fast.
minute.
No, and that part. So there was a nurse that came in. The anesthesia came in because I was complaining about the itchiness, and the nurse they gave me some type of medication to put in my IV to relieve some of it, but the nurse didn't even know how much to give me, and I'm like, "What do you need?
I remember
How much
that.
to give me?" And she was like, "I
They
don't
was
know, I don't
winging it.
know." I'm like, "You know what? Don't give it to me no more because literally, no."
You should know.
You should know how much to give me, and the anesthesiast is telling you how much. And she's like, "Oh, I don't understand." I'm like, "You know what? My friend was even there too. Like, we were on FaceTime, and my friend was there too." She's like, "Yeah." Nah, I'm like, I looked at my friend. I'm like, "Yeah, no, we're not doing this." I'm like, "I'm good," and I'm drugged up, and I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I feel crazy. I don't feel like myself. I'm good. I'm gonna deal with the issue." Yeah. You guys, we're gonna show you our beautiful baby boy. He is 3 months, about to be 4 months on the 7th, and yeah. Oh, baby boy, say hi, Papa. Oh no, you just woke up. It's okay. Say hi.
Oh,
Just give us a big
throw up. Well, that's baby Jaden,
say
aka the
hi.
miracle child.
Say hi, Papa. Say hi. You give a big dog. Say bye, YouTube.
He love his daddy. He love my voice. He look at me all the time and hear my voice.
So you can like, subscribe, and comment on any questions that you guys have. We can definitely answer you guys' questions in the next video or whatever
Yeah,
the
let us
case
know if
may
you want to do a
be.
part 3.
Yes.
If we left out any details, anything that you want to hear, like to know, updates, let us know. We can do a part 3. So, like, comment, subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.